Hey everybody, it's Ace's Home Expert. Hope you're doing well today. We're going to talk about painting your kitchen cabinets, specifically those laminate cabinets that you have that you're just not quite sure what kind of paint to use. I've got an example of that right here. Maybe you have this style of cabinet door in your own home. This is a laminate based, it's a plastic laminate over a piece of press board, and as you can see, it's a little dated looking. I know for many, you think that your only option is to go ahead and replace the cabinet doors or the kitchen cabinets. But for some, that's just not in the budget. So we're going to talk today a little bit about Amy Howard's chalk-based paint. Amy Howard developed this paint as a great way to revitalize the older items that may be inside your home. The benefit of the chalk-based paint is the colors are great and the formulation allows it to stick to almost anything, and you'll be amazed at the results. The other benefit of the chalk-based paint is that you really don't have to do any sanding, you just need to do some cleaning. So I'm going to show you how you prep something like cabinet doors like this and then apply the Amy Howard chalk-based paint. You want to first clean them, a degreaser like Simple Green. You go ahead and put some of that on a paper towel or a rag and just kind of go right over the surface, and you're trying to get all of the dirt and the debris and just clean it. No sanding is required whatsoever. But with these cleaners, because they're a concentrate, you want to make sure that you're removing any residue from the cleaner. So I like to take a little spray bottle of water right over the top as well as a final method of kind of cleaning that off and having that area prepped. Now whenever you're painting kitchen cabinets, any kind of, look at the dirt that we're getting off of there. See that? I mean, you can really see the evidence on the white rag that we're using. You want to take the doors off of the cabinets. I think you'll get the better results. And if you can work on a table like this over a drop cloth, you'll get really nice results. One of the tricks is you want to elevate the door. I just have a couple of rolls of masking tape that I'm going to use as a way to bring that door up off of there and allow me to be able to work myself around there with the paint. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Amy Howard has a bunch of pre-mixed colors, which are beautiful. I mean, she really did a nice job of creating all these colors. This actually is called Oyster Pearl. It's a color from our Ace color palette. So one of the benefits is if one of the pre-mixed colors that Amy Howard has is not your cup of tea, because color, of course, is a personal thing, you can go ahead and pick any color from our color palette and we can mix the paint to your liking. Now, I've allowed that to dry. We've cleaned it all up. I'm using a good acrylic brush because the chalk-based paint is waterborne, so it makes it really easy to clean. And you're going to go ahead and dip that in there. One of the mistakes that a lot of people make when it comes to painting is they don't put enough on the brush. And you're going to start to cover it. You'll be amazed at the coverage. The thing with the chalk-based paint, if you've done any kind of painting before, you'll notice that there's a little bit more of a drag, it would be called, because of that chalk that's inside there, and that's what allows the nice even coverage. Now look at that, that's just one coat, and look at how well that's covering. Now you want to make sure that you're applying, here we've got a little groove in here, you get that paint inside there, and you want to go ahead and do nice even strokes to even out what you're putting on there so you get nice coverage. And again, don't be afraid to use the paint to put on the surface, because see, look what happens if I don't use enough. See how that drags like that? You don't want that. You want enough flow on there that you can work it back and forth and even it all out as you go. I'm going to get that edge right there and just clean that up and then come back like this. And when you're using this, more than likely you're going to have to put 2 coats on there. Just kind of know that. If you're laying this all out and you're doing several doors, the nice thing is you can prep them all and have 2 or 3 ready to go, so when you're done with the one door, you can go ahead to the next one while the first one dries. Nice even coats. I like this color. It's going to really, I mean, think about the dramatic change in your kitchen going from that dark brown to this lighter kind of, you know, Oyster Pearl is the color, but it has almost like a little gray to it depending on the lighting that you have inside your home. And once you get that all nice and even, you got nice even coverage, just go ahead and speck the edges around the door. You can hit that Now these edges you could do that, or when you flip it over as well. And if it's not 100%, it's okay because you're going to get all that on the second coat. 2 coats of paint on these cabinets, hang them back on the boxes. You will be amazed at the results using Amy Howard's chalk-based paint. If you have more questions or you'd like to comment, just leave it at the bottom of this video. And remember, Ace is the helpful place.